Hello, good day, viewers. In this virtual class, we'll be looking at some questions basically on logarithm. So if A, B, and C are positive real numbers, show that log A to base B is equal to log A to base C divided log B to base C. Hence, otherwise, find the values of x for which 2 log x to base 4 plus 9 log 4 to base x is equal to 9. So here we'll see how to apply some of the laws of logarithm in evaluating this. Now let's look at this. Now the first thing to look at here is we're asked to show that log A to base B is the same thing as log A to base C divide log B to base C. We see that this logarithm now, something has changed here. We are having a different base. This is the base here, but here we have a new base C and at the denominator base C. So this takes us to what we one of the laws of logarithm that has to do with change of base. And in logarithm, the simple definition is that the logarithm of any number, for instance, we have a log A to base B, if it is equal to, for instance, it's equal to x. Now from definition, it's saying that the logarithm of A is the power to which its base must raise x to give A. So now here, A simply means, from definitions, A simply means B raised to the power of x. That is why if we have a log 8 to base 2, the question is that how many times will 2 multiply itself, or how many times do we raise 2 to the power, to its power to give 8. Okay, that's the simple definition. So here simply means this is 2 raised to power 3. So the logarithm of 8 to base 2 is just the index, which is 3. So that is the simple definition of a logarithm. So we use that to establish the facts. Now, first thing we need to do here is first of all to say let log A to base B is equals to, say, another alphabet P. Okay, from definition A, here as A is simply what? B raised to the power of P. So B raised to the power of P. Okay, so we are trying to see how do we transform log A to base B so that it becomes log A to base C over log B to base C. So we are typically making good use of what we call the change of base in logarithm. So here we've known that A is equal to B raised to the power of P. Okay. Then what we need to do, because of the fact that we're asked to change this one to base C, so we take log of both sides. We take log of both sides to base C. So we have this become log A to base C is equal to log B raised to power P also to base C. In that case, from one of the law of logarithm, it says that once you have an index here, okay, that is the logarithm which you are trying to look for, if it has a power, it is also possible that you can say this one is, you transfer the power behind to act as a product. Here become B log B to base C. So here we also have this is log A to base C. Now we said that let the whole of this one, log of log A to base B is equal to P. So now let's make P subject to the formula. This can easily be done by dividing both sides by log B to base C. So divide both sides by what? Log B to base C. Divide both sides log B to base C. And if that happens, we see that P here is typically log A to base C divide log B to base C. Already we have said that the whole of P is equal to this, so it means that log A to base B is the same thing as log A to base C divide log B to base C. So we have been able to prove that. And that's in same vein, we also use that to look at this log. We look at this log 2 log x to base 4 plus 9 log of 4 to base x is equals to 9. Okay. Now we also need to look at the fact that, or look at the base here. You know, there's like their inverse. The log here is x and the base is 4. The log here is 4 and the base is x. So here we can make also use the use of change of base here to transform this so that we look like this. Remember that we have here that if we have a log A to base B is log A to base C divide log B to base C. Assuming we are looking at this, that we have log 4 to base x, and here we say this is log what? Log 4 to base C divide log x to base C. Okay. In this case, if we decide that let C is equal to 4, let's C is equal to 4. Let's replace this. This becomes log 4 to base 4 divide log what? Log x to base 4. So that this logarithm become 1 over what? Log x to base what? Base 4. So we use the change of base here. You can say that this log 4 to base s can be changed to log x to base 4 by just rewriting this. This is log x to base 4 plus 9 times 1 over what? Log x to base 4. So log 4 to base s now is not transformed to log x to base 4. Okay, so that we can just do that to change from common base here. We can just using the same logarithm as the base. We just say 1 over the where we invert the base to become log and the log to become base. So here is equals to 9. So in that case here, our expression here become 2 log s to base 4 plus 9 over log x to base 4 is equals to 9. But here we cannot proceed, but one thing is certain that we can do here by letting log x to base 4, let it be a, for instance, okay, or let's say let it be y equals to y. So in place of log x to base 4, we replace it with what? Y. So here this becomes 2y, this becomes 9 over y is equals to 9. Now, how do we proceed from here? It's very simple. Okay, all we need to do is to clear this. This is a fraction, so we multiply it through by the LCM, which is y. So if you do that, this becomes 2y squared, or 9 multiply this, that is y, multiply 9 over y is equals to 9 times y. And if we do this, this becomes 2y squared plus 9 is equal to 9y. So for us to produce further, we'll move this one here. This becomes 2y squared minus 9y plus 9 is equals to 0. You see here that everything has turned to become a quadratic equation. So how do you solve it? This can be resolved using the factorization method by first of all multiplying the term containing square by the constant term. So if we do this, the result here will become 18y squared. So we have 18y squared, and all the factors of 18 are 1 times 18, 2 multiply 9, and 3 multiply 6. You know, if you recall that for you to resolve a quadratic equation using factorization method, you must multiply this term containing square by the constant term, and thereafter you look at among these factors, which of the factor of 18y squared, if we add or subtract, it will give us this middle term, which is minus 9y. Okay, if we add or subtract that, it will give us minus 9y, and if we also multiply them, they should give us 18y squared. And what can handle it among these factors is 3 and 6. So here we're going to replace minus 9y with minus 3y minus 6y. So this becomes 2y squared minus 6y minus 3y plus 9 is equals to 0. So here we have to group them with the use of brackets. So if you look at this place, we have a 2y squared minus 6y. Okay, the common factor here is 2y, and what will be left in the brackets is simply y minus 3. Now, if we look at the other bracket here, we have a minus 3y plus 9. The common factor there is negative 3. So we factor it out, and what will be left here is y minus 3 is equals to 0. So here we have a 2y. The common factor here is y minus 3. Now what is left there is 2y. 2y minus 3 is equals to 0. So for us to proceed for that, we need to look at some term here. It means that y minus 3 is equals to 0, or 2y minus 3 is equals to 0. So here y is equals to 3, or y is equals to 3 over 2. You simplify this further. But that is not the end, because if you recall, we said that we say let log, initially we said that let this log x to base 4, let e be y. So from definition of logarithm, we are looking for x, okay? From definition of logarithm, x is simply 4 raised to the power y from definition, okay? You say that the logarithm of x is equal to 4 raised to the power y. That is the definition. So okay. So but now we also know that the value of y at one point is 3. So let's find x at that point. X become 4 raised to the power 3, and this simply means 4 times 4 times 4. So in that point, this gives us 64. Then we also have that at one point y is equal to 3 over 2. So if we substitute it here, this is become s is equal to 4 raised to the power 3 over 2. So here, the 4 here can also be expressed as 2 raised to the power 2 multiplying the power 3 over 2 here. So we'll cancel this. So here become 2 raised to the power 3. And this simply means 2 times 2 times 2. So s is eventually 8. So these are the possible value of x. Therefore, s is 64 or 8. That is what satisfied this equation. Please, if you find this video very useful, please all I want you to help me subscribe, follow my Facebook page, and also share this on your social media platforms. See you in my next class.